What's up, dudes? It's Libertiso. So as promised, this is the first of hopefully a couple of Starter Citizen gameplay clips that I'm going to record for you guys, just to whet your appetite a little bit. So yeah, let's dive right into it. I'm currently in what's known as free flight mode. This is just a bit of a sandbox game area where you can fly around and test out your ship and get to know your controls. There's no enemies, no risk, no other players. It's just you and space. And doesn't it look gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. This is a map known as Dying Star. The reason being that there's a Dying Star over here somewhere. What is that over there? I think that might be it. Whoops, am I going off the edge here? Oh dear. I'm into full EVA mode now. That's extravehicular activity, John, in case you were wondering. So here we are. Isn't that pretty? Just take a moment to admire the beauty of space. But I don't want to drift away too far, so let's get back to it. Just let my grav boots do their thing. Come on, grab on. And there we are, back on level footing. So this is just going to be a very quick video to show you some of the basics of the gameplay. Here's one of my, well, this is a loaner ship. I don't actually own this one. It's a free fly week, which I told you guys about, which means you get to try out a few ships that you don't actually own. This is one of them. So this would be the one of the top line military fighters that's available to civilians. She's a beauty and she packs quite a punch, so let's get in, shall we? Here comes the ladder, and in we get. Don't fall down, don't fall down. Here we are. Let's get comfy. Push some buttons on this side. I have no idea what that does. Don't know what that does either, but anyway, here we go.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Okay, fantastic. So, my HUD is now booting up. The idea is that eventually every ship will have their own unique visual signature. The HUDs will be different, they'll be customizable. For now, it's just very basic. On the top left, you've got an overview of your systems. I can switch there between weapons information, power, and shields. So just for kicks, let's say adjust my shields a little bit to the rear so that my shields are strong at the back. You'll see if you look at the top left that the rear shield diagram is now much bigger than the front one, and if I shift that to the front one gets bigger. Steph, you'll remember this from power management in X-Wing as well. Same story basically, so let's level them out again. And switch back to overview, and then just so you get an idea of how detailed things are in here, I'm going to look around my cockpit a bit. That's me down there. And I can basically free look around the entire thing. This would be absolutely spectacular with something like Oculus Rift or even Track IR that tracks your head movements so you can look around. Can't wait to try out virtual reality and something like this. But okay, so let's jump into flight a little. So I'm going to apply power to my thrusters to take off vertically like so.
Landing gear raised. Autopilot disengaged.
Thank you, Betty. And I'm just drifting in space. Let's maybe give you a quick external view. So the game's played from first person completely, but you can, for beauty shot purposes, switch to third person view if you should want. That's me. That's also me. What a handsome guy. And yeah, so what I want to show you in this shot quickly is just how the ship actually moves. So let's zoom out a little bit. Now this is not like in the old days where they hard-coded things like your pitch and roll values So each ship handled basically the same, some are just turned slower than others. Every ship has its own thruster positioning, it has mass and all of that modeled. So if I start moving the stick around, you'll see all these glowing little points of flame. That's my thrusters that are now applying thrust according to the input instruction I'm giving to make the ship move the way that the computer interprets what I'm doing. So I roll and I can pitch and I can yaw. It's rolling again, sorry. This would be yawing, there we are. And the flight computer then tells the thrusters what to do in order to achieve this movement that I've asked for. So everything's modeled using actual physics, which means the handling is very, very realistic. And it also means that I can do stuff that you would only be able to do in a spaceship, such as strafing sideways or in the other direction and go straight up or straight down. Look how the thrusters are firing downwards. And I can even, let's just switch on my main engine and start moving in a direction here. What I can also do is, normally you would just fly straight forward, and as you turn the stick, the ship goes in whatever direction you steers. But what I can do is switch to what's known as decoupled mode, and then I can turn while the ship is still moving in the original direction, which means you can shoot over your shoulder and it is chasing you. And I go back into coupled mode, the ship changes direction to wherever my nose is pointing. So doesn't it just look awesome? Alright, back to the cockpit view quickly. Let's don't want to fly into a rock or something. This should give you an idea of just how stunningly beautiful this game looks, and so you can't feel how it flies, but I'm sure you'll get a chance at some point. So now there's a few things you can tweak with your ship. Currently, for instance, I've got my Badger repeaters mounted on the wing. I've got my M4A laser in the nose. If I, for instance, they've now tied to different weapon groups, so this is button 1, this is button 2, but if I, for instance, want to put them on the same firing group, I can just quickly interact with my HUD here, go to weapons mode, then say I want this to be out of group 2 and into group 1. And now when I hit fire, they're all shooting together. Okay, so just for kicks, let's speed up and oh, I'm still in precision mode. Haha, this is pretty cool. Okay, so precision mode is one of your flight control modes, and you'll see if you look just to the left of my aiming reticule, there's your speed indicator. I'm currently capping out at 50 meters per second, so this is for precision maneuvering. What I do now is I switch to what's known as space combat maneuvering, and this allows me to go up to my ship's theoretical maximum speed. Now I'm doing 200 meters per second, which seems a bit slow, but they have to keep the speeds down, otherwise you can't dogfight. Speed up, let's just quickly dodge through some asteroids here. Maybe even shoot at a few of them. And the sparks fly. And now Betty starts moaning because she thinks I'm going to fly into something.
Starboard proximity alert.
Thank you. I heard that.
Forward proximity alert.
And the last quick thing is my G-safe. I think my G-safe is turned off, so I should actually, if I go full speed, be able to pull a maneuver that will causes my poor little pilot to black out, which I don't actually want to do while I'm flying in between a bunch of asteroids. But in any case, also you have G-force effects built into the game, so if I pull too many G's, my pilot will start to lose vision. Can't seem to be able to do it now. It's interesting. There you go, G-force warning, and oops-a-daisy, I'm blind. And then you literally have to wait for your vision to return. There it is, and I hope you don't fly into something big and heavy in the meantime. So yeah, I think that about wraps it up. This is free flight. Doesn't look very exciting, but it feels fantastic. Next time I'll show you some pew pew with some targets that are cleverer than rocks and actually shoot back. Okay, cheers for now.